Hi everybody. This is the project I'm going to be showing you how to do today. It's super easy, no deco mesh, about 30 minutes required. It is a wreath made out of Peeps. And I saw how to do this in Celebrate magazine in the spring. I made little Easter bunny Peep wreaths. And so I thought maybe for some of you might want an easy, quick and easy project that has a really cute impact. And it's also a good way to give gifts. These are real easy wreaths to do and people think they're so cute. So let's get started. Okay, let's talk about the supplies you need. First of all, you need a styrofoam form. This is a 14 by 2.5 by 2 inch styrofoam form. It's 14 across. This flat part is 2.5. As you can see, it's not totally round, it's flat. It's not the round styrofoam forms. And then this is 2 inches. Okay? Then you need 3 packages of Peeps. They have ghosts as well. I don't know if they have anything besides pumpkins and ghosts. Those are the ones I've seen. I got these at Target. Of course, glue gun and glue, some fabric scissors, and a roll of ribbon. I got this at Hobby Lobby, half off, I think. It's the 30 feet in black. And the way I do it, I use almost all of it, but you don't have to make the ribbon loops as tight as I do. So that's what you need to get started. Okay, the first thing you do is let's make sure we take off this tag. It comes right off. And you only need the hot glue at this point for the first and the last part of the wreath. So we have our ribbon here, and I use the hot gun on the high setting. I haven't had any problems with it. And I just put a little bit of glue right here where I want to start the ribbon. And I just lay my ribbon right there and let it set until it hardens so it doesn't slip. Okay, now that the glue is hard, you're going to start wrapping your styrofoam. And it's just super easy. Just unravel a little bit of your ribbon and then loop it around. The way I do it is I loop. I go overlap about half of the previous piece of ribbon. You could do it a lot less and use a lot less ribbon. I just like the tight look that it gives when you overlap about a half. So you're gonna just continue to do this. The ribbon tends to want to curl, so you may have to unravel it a little bit. Wrap it around and again go about halfway. I like it. It gives it a really interesting look. And so we'll just continue to do this all the way around until the ends meet and we secure it with hot glue. Cut off the last part with your scissors and hot glue it to the back. Okay, I have now finished going all the way around my wreath, and here's the end of my ribbon. I'm going to cut it. And as you can see, I have very little left, so I used almost the entire 30 feet of ribbon. But that's because I like a nice tight wraparound. So, got the last piece. We're just going to place some glue. Fold it over and hold it there for a minute or so. And then the base is finished. And now you're ready to add the Peeps. So as you can see, I do quite a tight weave around. Again, you don't have to do it that tight. That's just the way I like it. So let's get ready for the next step. Now let's talk about your Peeps. When you go and purchase the Peeps, definitely examine them in the box. I didn't see this one, but the box made an impression on some of the Peeps, and I'm not going to use those because it just wouldn't look good on the wreath. So when you go and purchase the Peeps, just kind of examine them in the box to make sure that they're not dented. Okay, so when I get the Peeps open, I use some scissors that I don't care if they're going to get dirty, because you're definitely going to have to wash them. They're going to get gummy and sticky and nasty. And then I just cut them. I make clean cuts with my Peeps. It works better than trying to tear them apart and distorting their faces or tearing them and not down the center. So what you want to do is cut them all, okay? Then you're just going to take one of the Peeps, and yes, I'm still using the hot glue. You can use lower hot, I just choose to use the hot. And then just start placing it. Kind of getting it centered on the wreath. And then it goes really quickly. Just put some more hot glue down and place it right next to the first one. And you're just going to go all the way around. Okay, now I have all the Peeps glued on to the wreath, and now I am going to show you how I did this hanger. The time before on the Easter wreaths, I just wrapped some ribbon around them and tied them onto a wreath hanger or a 3M hook and had them hanging from a bow ribbon. But this time I wanted a really clean look. I didn't want you to see how I hung it, so this is what I came up with. Flip it over, and then what I do is I poke a couple of holes because there is some rather thick ribbon, so help it out by poking some holes. And then well, actually I want to go a little bit higher than that. And then I poke my floral pen in there like that, and then I'm just going to hot glue the points and let that set up. And then I'm going to hang it on some little bitty 3M hooks that I have stuck to the back of my glass doors. I'll show that in just a minute. This is, as you can see, there it is. It's just hot glued. Okay, here is the finished product. They're really simple, but that's kind of what I like about them. Everything else in my house is really full and poofy and over the top, and I like these because they're really simple and streamlined, but they just, you know, scream Halloween with all the little jack-o'-lanterns and the bright orange. Now you could put some bows, you know, on them, or hang them, like I was saying, hang them with bows. But I just decided to keep it simple. And of course I wouldn't put them outside, being that they're edible, but I think they're cute for inside. And I store them in the big Ziploc bags. We rearranged the garage, and I checked on my Easter ones and they're doing fine. So I'm hoping that works, because so far it seems to have worked fine. It's been 6 months. So I think they turned out really cute, and I'm really happy with them. And it's a super, super easy project. So I hope that inspires you to do something with Peeps. I think your kids would have a kick out of it. They would help you. They would love to help you, you know, hand you the Peeps and pick out the Peeps and whatnot. So give it a go.